So now we are on the west side of beautiful downtown Springfield, Missouri at Missouri Spirits, which is just an incredible distillery here in the heart of the state. And I'm here with the founder, Scott, and I think we're about to go on a tour. And after that, we're gonna go check out what's being made behind the bar. So I think tour first, don't you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Well, so this is our production area. We've been doing this since 2011. This was an old body shop where they painted cars and motorcycles, and we completely gutted the building, renovated it, and turned it into our distillery.
I love the feel of it. I love how big and open it is. So, Missouri Spirits, the brand,
Right.
are the things that you're making smaller batch here
Right.
for your tasting room, for your clients.
Right.
But then in order to make the business grow, you're doing private labeling and you're in 20 states?
Roughly. So predominantly what we do is we do co-packing and private label for other companies. That's the 90% of the business that we do.
And so what kinds of things are you making for these other companies?
We do some flavored moonshines, is predominantly what we do. We also do some smaller bourbon batches for some local restaurants here, and looking to do more.
That's great.
One thing that we're really proud of here is everything in the building we've either designed or we've built ourselves, including the stills.
You built these yourself?
We had them built by a local metal fab guy. They're our own designs.
Wow.
Classic pot still. Like the way we designed this one is so it's interchangeable, so we can come back later and make different heads. If we want to do a gin out of the still, we can add a different gin head. If we wanted to do a vodka, we can do that as well, using the same components.
So what are you making?
We've got a baseline bourbon, we've got a vodka, and a corn whiskey that we're doing. We're also doing some experimental batches. We're working on some new recipes.
What are you experimenting with right now?
Right now, we're working on a chocolate bourbon. So it's
A chocolate bourbon.
Yeah, it's got corn, rye, of course your two-row barley, and then we've added some English chocolate malt to it as well. On this side of the room is where we do all of our blending. We have kind of a sophisticated water system. We reverse osmosis everything because that affects either the flavoring or it affects the taste of the bourbon or the flavor of the alcohol. As we're kind of moving through the process, this is where we bottle. This is our bottling line here. We knew we had to have a tasting room, a tasting bar. We knew we wanted to sell bottles, and I'm not really the guy that's going to just stop at giving people samples. We wanted the best cocktails in town.
Nice.
And what we did was we've got the best cocktails in town in more of a laid-back environment.
So Josh, who is the very talented bartender over my shoulder, is going to show us how to whip up some of his signature cocktails with these Missouri Spirits.
I'm going to start off with the Bill's Bullet, which is bourbon, lemon, and an apple tobacco shrub served over smoked ice.
It's really, really good. And as the ice melts, it infuses the cocktail with this really beautiful smokiness that is completely unexpected.
Should be a really well-balanced cocktail. Nothing should be overpowering anything else.
That's good.
Next, we'll do cranberry smash.
Okay.
So this one we're going to start with fresh ginger, a couple of cranberries, muddle all that in the glass, corn whiskey, fresh lime juice, simple syrup.
Nice. That's beautiful.
It's very sweet and very tart, and it has a bit of that heat from the ginger at the back of it.
Oh, that's good. I mean, this is the kind of thing you can just sit and just enjoy this on a super hot day because it's tart.
Yeah.
It's tart, but it's not like mouth-puckeringly tart.
Yeah.
It's just refreshing. I love that.
So this is a play on a classic old-fashioned. So we've got bourbon-soaked cherries, sugar cube, Angostura bitters, orange peel, and then this is basically 180 proof moonshine. So watch your hair.
Okay.
So and the idea of this is to caramelize the sugar, let it melt into the drink a little better. 2 ounces of bourbon, giant ice cube.
1 giant cube. Perfect. Oh, beautiful.
There you go.
Thank you. And so how did you come up with your recipes?
Well, I mean, everything's kind of a play on something else. So the Bill's Bullet is essentially a whiskey sour. It's just kind of doing our own thing on it. Like pre-Prohibition days, you only worked with kind of what you had lying around. So since we only worked from 3 bottles, we have to make inventive ways of doing things.
And that's a self-imposed restriction.
If we're doing everything here and we want to do like pre-Prohibition style cocktails, then we might as well do it just like they did it, instead of going and buying store-bought sour mix or over-sugared orange juice. Like, we just hand squeeze, hand do everything. I can go to the grocery store, to the farmer's market, and if I see something that's in season, I can just boom, make whatever I want to out of that.
When people sit at your bar, what do you want them to experience? What are you trying to create for them?
I want them to have a good cocktail, but not feel like they have to come in and wear a suit and tie. You know, I want people to come in t-shirts and shorts on their bicycles and just have a cocktail.